morning and welcome back to the vlog. You are joining me on somewhat of a busy week, a busy business week I would say. It's already been productive, brilliant, lots of opportunities on the go, which is amazing. I'm feeling great. We are working through the little setback with my back. And I got my hair done yesterday, so like all is good in the world. That's actually not correct. All is not good in the world, but we focus on what we can control and how we can create a positive impact through, you know, our actions, our intentions, our platforms even, and then, you know, just try to be the change we want to see in the world. So I'm actually en route to a client meeting and I'm going to take you with me. It's funny when people watch me vlogging, they're like, what is she doing? Just creating content. So I'm going to take you with me. I'm heading down to the attachment company, one of our amazing clients. We love them. Their business is super cool. Love collaborating, coming up with ideas, and today's a bit of a different meeting. We have two big events coming up with them, and so this is more like planning, prep, content ideation, so it's going to be amazing. So I'll take you along and yeah, I'll catch up with you in a little bit. I bet all my views go up because everybody likes dogs. Hi, welcome back. How are you all doing? Guys, what a week. It is Thursday and I have hardly vlogged at all. So Gary and I are currently in what I would call like a hibernate to harvest kind of a chapter of our life. We're working very hard, and because of some of our goals and ambitions, we're keeping our life quite simple and streamlined and trying honestly to keep it a little boring, like not boring, but just like not lots of like nights out or meetups or too much going on the social front, because we all tend to socialise around like food. Gary and I are very fortunate that a lot of our friends, we actually socialise around fitness. But because we're obviously doing the peak, we are very locked in, and we're also spending a lot of time in the gym, a lot of time planning meals and prepping, and then a lot of time working. And so your rest is just as important when you are driving towards things. And so I've had to pull back from some other things that I love to do just for the interim. Because this is the thing about the word priority. Priority means like one or two things of the most importance versus 10 things of shared importance. That's not a priority. That's just a huge big to-do list. So it's definitely been a week of like kind of working, training, and just a bit more head down, I would call it, which like suits me fine, to be honest, because I love my work, and I've had so many reminders this week of why I've taken risks and taken the leap to go full time with my businesses, plural, because I love what I do. I love what I do so much, but my time is really divided across three kind of categories, I guess I'd call them. It's like a portfolio of work. And so I have Cheryl Finley Coaching, which I would say is like, none of them are, I wouldn't say that any of them are full-time versus like, that's exactly, it's a portfolio. It's a collection of work that I do. So Cheryl Finley Coaching, which is so like my heart, you know, like it really is my heart. I love having the opportunity to work with people to help them improve their life. But it also lends itself so well. And I can't just say that and then like brush right past it, because it's truly huge, the work that we do in coaching. And I have some clients that have worked with me. In fact, the majority of my clients work with me for a number of years, because as we start to embody this next level of ourselves, we build the identity, we get clear on what we want, and then we have to dismantle all of our limiting beliefs, and then we replace them with new beliefs, new actions, new habits, new behaviors, and it takes us into a brand new chapter of our life. But a lot of those things can show themselves in different ways. What I would also say is that some of us actually, we all have a bit of a ceiling for what we think we are capable of, worthy of receiving, we can hold, and whether that's financial, career levels, business success. But the thing is, there is no limit. There is no limit. The limit is your perception of yourself. And ultimately, it all comes down to self-worth. And it's why I do so much work with my clients around confidence. And I think I mentioned in the last episode, but I'm actually offering, I'm putting together a masterclass, like an online virtual session, mid-May, that focuses specifically on confidence and how to build it. And I'm not just talking about like a little bit of confidence. I'm talking about the kind of confidence that's going to change your life, that's going to absolutely skyrocket every single part of your life, from your mindset to your career or business, to how you show up, to the way that you dress, how you talk to yourself, your health and fitness habits, your how you determine your worth around finances. So let me know if you want to be included in that, if you'd like the information. It's going live in the next couple of days, and I'm so excited. I love those sessions because you can take 2 hours, invest 2 hours, and invest a little bit of money and transform every part of your life. Like, you deserve it. You deserve to become all of the things that you, somewhere deep down, you have this like a pull, an inclination that perhaps there's more. You're right, there is. And don't leave it on the table. Like, don't leave utopia and a life completely designed by you. And what do I mean by that? I mean how you spend your day. The makeup, like what meetings have you got? What are you putting your energy and your effort and your talent and your passion into? We can learn anything. We can also unlearn anything. It just takes a bit of work, guidance, professional help and support. So it's amazing. So that's one part of what I do and how I spend my weeks. The other part is Orly, my marketing and media company that I run with Gary, which, we love it. And do you know what? Like, it's such a gift, actually, the way that this has all worked out, and just the universe doing its thing, because I do love marketing and brand. It's probably, yes, it's my technical skill set, but it's also something that I have an inherent, I just love it. I love it so much. I love campaign concept ideation. I love strategy. I love understanding what a business's goals are, what they want to accomplish. And that can be both business and like personally, right? Every business is run by a person. And then what is the strategy that's going to get us there? And then what is that supported by in terms of initiatives or activities? And what does that mean in terms of social media tactics, or content creation, or campaigns, or is it more building a community? Like, there's so many different levers, and marketing is a really misunderstood like discipline. It's so deep, all the way down to like the difference between brand strategy, tone of voice, messaging, language, audio, like all of that, how a person experiences your brand offline, online. Like, brand in and of itself is huge. Sorry, I'm moving this camera around because I'm getting all excited. And it's a completely different discipline from marketing, which is different to communications, which is different to advertising. Like, they are all different, and yes, they're all mutually supportive. But I think the thing that I love most about our business, yes, that we get to run it together, but it's that I get to take everything that I've learned over a phenomenal career spanning almost 2 decades and taking me all around the world, and get to bring it back to businesses, like small to medium-sized enterprises here. I love it. I love it so much. And clearly, I love content creation. I love social media. I always have. I've been running social media boot camps, something else coming very soon. Let me know if you're interested in that as well. I've been running social media boot camps for big global organizations for easily 17 years. That's crazy. I'm highly experienced and I'm excellent. And my business partner has such a talent for beautiful content capture and creation. Just a great partnership. And yes, we are in our infancy as a business, but we have plans. We have plans. And like I say, what matters most to us is customer service and delivery. We want to make sure all of our clients are achieving what they're setting out to accomplish. And that's always going to be priority number one above anything else. So I took you to a meeting with the attachment company yesterday. We have a huge week coming up with those guys next week. It is Scotplant. And it's kind of one of the biggest events of their calendar year, and so that means like full Orly team on hand. So we have loads of prep to do this week as well. Those guys are hard at work prepping too. So yeah, it's going to be phenomenal, and I'll be much more in delivery next week as well, which I'm really looking forward to as well. Love spending time with our clients and just getting stuff done, right? Like, not everything can be like strategy matters, but putting it into action matters even more, I'd argue. So that's amazing. And then, guys, I'm fully in my keynote speaking era. I've got 1, 2, 3 speaking engagements coming up, which I'm also mapping out all my content for this week as well. So one of the announcements went live yesterday, which I'm just so excited about. I feel like my LinkedIn has been, sorry to sound like an asshole, but I feel like my LinkedIn's been really like blowing up recently. So yeah, so I'm excited about that. And the other part of my business is independent advisory work as well. So I, in addition to Orly Marketing and Media, I work with large global enterprises, companies, organizations to support them on their marketing strategy, delivery, various initiatives. I just like jump in and help as well, and I love that part of it. So yeah, very busy, and then didn't even mention, of course, my YouTube career and various other platforms where I create content, which it's interesting that I almost didn't list it as part of my like work, career, business mix, but it very much is part of that, very much so. And it requires time, thought, planning, production, effort, energy, all of those things to be successful with it. But I'm very passionate about community, which is why as part of my coaching business, I have a membership. And we had Dorota from the Feel Human Club come along to host a session for us on Tuesday night, talking about longevity and biohacking. That was incredible. Like, so many new things I learned, and the community loved it as well. Lots of really interesting questions and insights, and yeah, just a brilliant discussion unfolded. So yeah, definitely a busy time in life, but also driving towards huge overarching goals. And guys, we're also booking a little holiday, which will be nice. That's not in my default, but I'm trying to take a bit more time out, because I know it's an investment in me, my energy, my brilliance, and I need to be feeling fly and incredible to deliver to a high standard to all of my clients that sit within all of those pillars that I just spoke you through. So yeah, very happy indeed. Loving life. I hope you have been enjoying this episode. I thought I would take this time, so it is now Saturday afternoon, early evening, and today has been very fitness focused. I went to class this morning. I attempted class this morning. Definitely wasn't ready for it yet. Definitely have reignited some pain in my back. So clearly not ready, need to pull back, but all manageable, that's fine. At least I tried, and now I know the answer. And then I came home, done some yoga, and I've actually been really, really missing my yoga practice. For one reason or another, I have let it slip. Well, the one reason or another is because I'm busy building businesses and training and doing more like other types of training, trying to be present with people, you know, and trying to enjoy life as well. So sometimes time feels like the most scarce of assets. But we are in control of how we manage our time and what truly is a priority, and that's been the whole theme of this video. So yoga is a priority to me, and it will also help me avoid things like injuring my back. So that is back on the roster for sure. Then I had some chill time, done some admin. Oh, we have booked our summer holiday. So I'm very excited for that. And we have cunningly booked it right at the end of the peak. So there was no point going away. We're both ready for a holiday kind of now. But we're going to soldier on through like the troopers that we are, because there was no point booking something whilst we are in such an intense plan. So yeah, we've booked something and it's going to be amazing. We found the perfect little hideaway, and yeah, it's just going to be, we done extensive research and narrowed it down to a short list of about 14, and then we went through our little criteria, what we were looking for, and so we're super stoked with what we've booked. It's going to be amazing. And I booked it maybe 5 hours ago, and like my bikinis are already on the way. They're already like ordered. Although I can't jump the gun too much with too much of my holiday shopping, because I think I'll probably end up down a size again. So with the next 6 weeks of the peak. So I'm just gonna hang tight before I order too much. But what I thought would be fun. So I then came home, had some chill time, booked the holiday, done some shopping, and then I had to go out and collect the rest of my steps for the day, which are significant. And then I came home and had an everything shower. So I thought it would be nice to talk you through some of my beauty products, but a bit more on the like skincare side of things, skincare, hair care. And so I've brought an assortment of brands and items that are like my holy grails. I've got some of them to show you, but some of them I'll just speak about. Now, something that I am deeply passionate about, yes, skincare, although I did say to a friend and a client the other day, you know, I'm fairly low maintenance, and she was like, I've watched your makeup tutorial. You are not low maintenance. But I think when it comes to skincare, I actually am quite low maintenance. I am, like I say, I'm fresh out the shower, so like barefaced, which I didn't think I would ever do online. But my whole message and mission is to feel phenomenal and confident and beautiful within the skin that we're in, right? Scars, stretch marks, like loose skin folds, you know, whatever it might be. We are so conditioned, and it's so normal for us to see women and men, but like women looking so glam, so put together, so perfectly airbrushed, perfect to perfection, that we forgot what it looks like to see just normal people looking normal. So it's actually rather fitting that I am barefaced for this. And the little light is just shining through. So I have been on a real journey with my hair. My natural hair colour is, yes, more like a sandy blondie colour. But throughout my late teens and early 20 years of taking horrendous care of myself, my hair really suffered. I also went like bleach blonde, like peroxide bleach blonde for a long time. And so my hair was just like so unhealthy. It all snapped off. Like, it was not a vibe. But it's funny because I had built so much identity around being like blonde and like platinum blonde, but I now know, having studied myself for such a long time, I know that it's because I was so deeply insecure and so uncomfortable within my skin and my weight that I was like hiding behind it. I had like white hair and I always done like a big dark like black smoky eye. I mean, I still do those things, but they're far more muted and natural. But it was like a mask that I wore, and it really was to hide behind, which is a shame. But the more my hair was snapping, and the two things coincided, so the more my hair was snapping, I once went to the hairdresser and she was like, I can't do your hair again, you're not going to have any hair left. And I was like, shit, I'm graduating from university in like a couple of weeks and I need my roots done. And she's like, I really don't, we can't stay this colour. So it was like a whole thing. I remember it, and I remember my cousin being such a star. Like, I went to my sister's house afterwards distraught, and I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. And my cousin was like, oh, like, I know of a really phenomenal hairdresser, let me put you in touch and let's see what you can do. So I went in, shout out Benson's Lanark. I went in and had a consultation and just spoke through the full thing, and I must admit, it was Ryan from Benson's. He was amazing with me. He was so like, yeah, we can't keep your hair this colour, like, this is what we need to do, I'm going to give you some treatments now, go home, put them in, I'll see you on this day, it's all going to be fine. Like, and he actually became like real emotional support for me for such a long time until I moved through to Edinburgh. And actually for a while when I first moved to Edinburgh, I still came back through to Lanark to get my hair done because I was like so emotionally attached to him because he had just saved me. But so I had to start taking my hair down, and the darker it was, and then it went like very dark for a while. I'll actually put a picture in because I was very Kate Middleton inspired for a while, and I went super dark, which still crosses my mind from time to time. But it was almost like a unbecoming, you know, it was like, and it coincided with the start of my weight loss journey. By this point, having that conversation and graduating university, all these things coincided at the same time. I've like, of course they did, right? Because when big things happen in your life, they cause you to like reflect and reevaluate who you are, your morals, your ideals, your dreams, your ambitions, your hopes for your life, and then your identity, because we need to level up our identity every time that we level up our life. We need to believe that we can hold the things that we say we want, like whether it's millionaire, billionaire, like living in abundance, having the most like incredibly special love. Like, we need to believe that we're worthy, and that's why the work that I do around confidence is so like fundamental to everybody, because if we don't think we're worthy, then we cannot build that next level identity. And so all these things coincided, and so I actually was less attached to that like very bright blonde hair, dark eye, and it was actually quite nice to be like, well, who am I now as a healthy girl, healthy woman, or healthier certainly. And so then the condition of my hair clearly, and also because I was taking such better care of myself. And it's why I still to this day make sure that I get 5 portions of fruit and veg every day, make sure I drink like 2 to 3 litres of water, make sure that I'm taking all my supplements, because as much as it's about the products we use, and this is true for skincare, hair care, all of it, our like beauty and health and wellness starts from within. It starts from how we're taking care of our heart, our spirituality. It starts with how we're taking care of our mind, our mindset, our brain, our confidence, our self-talk, and it starts with how we're taking care of our body and how we're nourishing it. So all those things are absolutely fundamental and foundational, and then we layer on some of the other fun stuff. I mean, all those things are fun as well, but they can be hard too. And I'm never going to just like sugarcoat that, right? It's not easy. Even now, I was lying on that mat this morning and I was like, why have I let this slip? Where have I been putting my time? Has that been a productive use of time? Like, am I too distracted? Have I got too many things going on? No, I just need to make the time to be on my mat and release attachment to outcome. Just be there and breathe and be present with myself and carve that time out for me. I give in my life, and it might not look like it from the outside, but in my life, I give a lot out. I give a lot of energy out. I give a lot to my clients across all businesses. I give a lot out. I give a lot of energy out. And so quiet time for me is like so important to bring me back to myself, my highest self. So yeah, so I have been on a journey with all things, and I have just like loved like beauty products, whether it's skincare, hair care, makeup, cosmetics, perfume. The same is true for fashion, and we can continue to bring you more there. But I just love them, and I love them because they ultimately, all of these things help us achieve the same thing. They help us achieve our highest level of confidence. Once you put all your skincare on and we know that we're taking care of ourselves and we're going to get that like nice glow, or we're going to like exfoliate, whatever the thing is. So I am going to start with, I'm looking at some of the things that I brought up to talk through. I think it's probably only fitting that I talk hair care first, because I've just taken you through my whole hair journey. And yes, I'm aware that I have gone really rather blonde again. And that was why I do endeavour to take significant care of my hair so that I can keep it blonde and long. It's quite like rare. I don't have any extensions. It's all my own hair. And I must admit, when I was going through like my cancer journey, I probably sounds a bit, I don't care how it sounds. I was absolutely devastated that I was going to lose my hair. And for the rest of my life, I will be so grateful that I didn't. But anyway, we're keeping this on the lighter side, so let's talk beauty products and fun. So hair care. So I am obsessed with Kerastase, and I spoke you through some of these products when I was doing my hair tutorial with my Dyson Airwrap Hero tool. So there's 2 different collections that I use from Kerastase, and I'm going to link everything in the description, of course. But I use and I only have one of the products with me because I left the other 2 down in the bathroom. But the green, there's 2 different shades of green. There is a more darker green collection, but that's too heavy for my hair. And then there's this more like medium green, and it's the Cement Thermique, and the other one is Bain de Force. And I use the shampoo, the conditioner, and then this is like a heat treatment, and I use this every single blow dry, like without fail, every single blow dry. And this is the Cement Thermique product. Now, yes, the Kerastase is spenny, but it lasts you for ages. Top tip with the Kerastase is like you're going to want to double shampoo. Like you're always going to want just a little. You don't need loads, but you're going to want to double shampoo your hair for sure. And the other collection from Kerastase that I use is the Bain Ultraviolet. It's the purple one, and you use that if you have coloured hair to stop your blonde from going brassy and yellow, because no one wants that. So really, like hero, holy grail, have used them literally since that very first day, that conversation that I had with Ryan at Benson's Lanark. I have used them, and yes, from time to time I swap them out because your hair gets used to the product build up, and so you need to swap in and out. There's also hair masks and things I use from that range, but the shampoo, conditioner, and the heat treatment are non-negotiable for me. Whilst we're talking hair care, I also started using this brand Centred. I done a Instagram video about this once, and this is called Seek, Nourish, Grow, and it's an en route scalp oil pre-wash treatment. I do this once a week, and it comes with this little guy. And so I put it, it's got a little nozzle, and you like put it along your scalp, pre-wash obviously. I do it like 10-ish minutes before I hop in the shower. So what I'll do is I'll put the oil on, and then quite a lot, and then you massage it in, and this is brilliant for stimulating hair growth as well. So you massage it all in, and then I like scoop all my hair up on top of my head and let it do its thing, and then I'll like dry brush or do whatever else I'm doing, you know, as part of my like pre-shower prep. Yes, gentlemen, if you're watching, there is such a thing as pre-shower prep, especially if it's like an everything shower, which are just the best, and that's what I've just had. So, and it has really made a difference. I actually had a little bit of a hair shed last year. I was quite stressed and quite burnt out as I was like making decisions about my future, about whether I genuinely had the balls to walk away from my shiny corporate career with stable guaranteed income, bonuses, safety, security, all of those things. And actually it was work that I loved anyway, so it's not even like I was doing something I hated. I knew my calling was different, but it took me a while to find the courage. And in the midst of it all, the pressure and the environment was building as well, and I was just totally squeezed in the middle, and had some other kind of personal things going on as well, and yeah, I had a bit of a hair shed. I had also been, now, so that is what I tell myself about it, but I had also been on antibiotics extensively the summer before, when I had my 360 degree lower body lift, and I'd been on them for a while because I'd got really rather sick, and they like just totally rinse your system as well. So whether it was the stress and the burnout, whether it was the antibiotics, who knows, but we are healthy here and thriving, which is amazing, and why it's so important to be taking care of ourselves. And that means slowing it down too. I don't ever want to be the person that advocates for like absolute hustle culture, where you're on the screen until midnight and then you're up again at 5, and like excuse my French, but like fuck that, you're gonna feel like shit. And I have done that for a while, and I think sometimes that is necessary to get you to where you're trying to go. Like, an extraordinary life requires extraordinary effort, but not forever and always amen. Like, that's just not the one. We are all about knowing that we are worthy of doing it at a sustainable pace. It needs to be sustainable. So, gosh, this is like life lessons and beauty products. It's amazing content. Not that I'm like clearly massive bias. Oh, and apparently I think I'm hilarious as well. And they say God doesn't give with both hands. Yes, he does. God is great. Where are we going with this? Love it. So, hair care. Anything else that I've got here on hair care? No, I think that's it. And I spoke you through some of my products on the hair tutorial anyway. So moving on to the face. So I need to start with this one first, because as brand loyalty goes, this is where my heart lies. So this is Tropic Skincare. I actually used to have a skincare business, and I was a Tropic ambassador, and I had a team, and I loved it. And I would host I had Stella and Dot business, which is jewellery and fashion accessories. And then when I went to Hong Kong and Brexit happened, I couldn't do that anymore. So then when I came home from Hong Kong, I needed a little side hustle. This was before I became a coach and all the other things I currently do. And so I set up a Tropic business. Now, I am in love with these products. The fact that I'm even sitting here remotely comfortable to be barefaced with you is thanks to Tropic. Definitely 100%. So I suffer from a little bit of rosacea. Again, for the gentlemen who are watching, and for any ladies who don't know, rosacea means like a little bit of redness, and mine is just a little. It's not bad, but I have also suffered from like various like spates of acne throughout my life as well. I remember I used to get a big patch here. It was really when I wasn't taking very good care of myself, but I've definitely been on a journey with my skin, and now I'm all about the so Tropic as a brand, it's all natural, it's all organic, so like totally clean skincare. The product range is phenomenal. I actually use some of their makeup products as well, but I double cleanse my face. I'll talk about the first cleanse in a minute, but my second cleanse is a Tropic powder. The name escapes me, but I'll link to that as well. So I'll do my first cleanse with what I'm about to tell you in a moment, then I'll do second cleanse with the Tropic powder, then a bunch of other products that I'll link in the description, or maybe I'll do like a skincare video for you actually. But this Skin Dream is one of my absolute like essentials. So I use this at night time, obviously Skin Dream, and it's a firming night cream, and it is plant ceramides, bioretinol, so it's retinol but it's natural, and murra butter, and it is amazing. But I would say that my face moisturizer, day moisturizer, is Tropic as well. I use Fresh Waves. One of my serums is the Pure Lagoon. That I use that every day as well. My nighttime eye cream is Tropic as well. So this is the Eye Lift. This is for nighttime only, but I also have one over here that's clearly been in a makeup bag because it's a little dirty. This is called Eye Work, all Tropic. So that's my daytime eye cream.
and they all do different things. So yes, I am a big Tropic fan. Now, I switched to this cleanser because I couldn't get the Tropic one, and whilst it was out of stock, and this is the danger of having things out of stock, because you're then on the market looking for something else, even if the thing wasn't broke, like I was more than happy with it. But actually, this has been a bit of an upgrade for me, because as I say, I'm quite low maintenance, and I mean, I don't go for regular facials. I actually don't really like people touching my face, to be honest. And I don't like anything where there's a lot of downtime, because I'm on camera a lot. And I don't mean like this, although yes, I mean more like Zoom calls and team calls, and it's important to me that I am well put together every day. So if I have I would not go and work like this. This is me chilling out at home on a Saturday night. I'm about to go and have dinner with the amazing Gary. He's making dinner just now. And chill out. So, but this is not me business ready to handle the day and lend my energy and create a safe space. Also caveat, no judgment, everybody do what's right for you, but I am I'm gonna turn up and I'm gonna look ready. But this Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta cleanser, it's like a gel cleanser, and it has AHAs and BHAs in it. I am obsessed. And so it says you have dullness, congestion, and or uneven tone and texture, which I do have. And it says you want a fresh, clear, balanced, healthy looking complexion. Of course, that's what I want. I've been using this for, I would say, maybe a year. And I love it. I absolutely love it. Now, staying with skincare, Eborian. This is a new brand, totally influenced by an Instagrammer that I follow, a content creator. And it is a Korean skin therapy, Eborian. And this is the 17 super ingredient skin therapy oil. And I've been using this for maybe 2 months now, and this is going nowhere. So it's nighttime, the final thing that you put on before you go to bed, and just let it all soak in and do its thing. And so it's a multi-perfecting night oil, and actually I've had the bottle for a while and there's still loads in it, so that's lasting super well as well, and it's not super premium. This is the thing, a lot of these products that I'm talking to you about are not super premium price point at all. I definitely probably invest more. Yes, the hair care items are a bit more expensive, and my fragrances, my perfumes are always expensive. But my skincare is a bit of a mix. Tropic is very well priced, I would say, for the product and the quality that you get. And then I keep my clothes for, my clothes, Freudian slip, clearly. I keep my money for my clothes. I was going to say for saving and investing, and yes, that too, but also for fashion. A lot of my earnings go in the wardrobe. That's my choice. So just staying with skincare, kind of skincare, I guess you'd call it. It's more makeup, but I cannot do this vlog and not talk to you about the By Terry CC Serum, Brightening CC Serum, and this is in Sunny Flash. This, if you know, you know. This is one of the best. If I'm having a day where I just want a no face, this is the guy. But because it is laced with skincare ingredients, it is doing good whilst you're also glowing. Now, I am aware this is very dark, but it actually I was going to say tunes into your skin tone, but adapts is a far more appropriate word. And I'm telling you, the other ones just don't do it. There are other shades in this product. They do not do what this one does. Number 4, Sunny Flash. I literally have about a 2-year supply of this stuff. I have bottles of it everywhere. I keep bottles in the bathroom, I keep bottles in my bedroom, I keep bottles in makeup bags, I keep them everywhere. Trust me on this one, guys, you're going to want to order it. And then what else have we got left? So I've been speaking about this brand for a little while. Tan for me is the difference of all of it. My outfit looks better, I feel better, my confidence is higher when I am tanned. Clearly, I do not advocate for sunbeds. I am I'm a cancer survivor. Sunbeds are not the one. Again, no judgment, you do you. But here, we are promoting healthy, I was going to say natural, it's not natural, but it's natural ingredients. So Tan Day is the brand that I've been talking about quite a bit recently, and this is the Tanning Mousse Ultra Dark, and I do use the Ultra Dark. I love it. Now, it actually comes in loads of different shades, but Georgia, being the genius that she is behind the brand, she has also created and developed a product that is Rouge Oud, and it's more of a red-based tan for those of us who are a little bit more on the paler side of things. So I do have a bottle of it downstairs, but I've not used it yet because I already had a bottle of this open. So I'll keep you posted on that, but the smell from this tan is like no other. Now, she has also, again, the brand and product and marketing genius that she is, come up with a Tan Day oil-free body cream. Hang on, let me get that in focus. Guys, this smells like so luxurious. So, I just literally put like layers of this on myself, getting all snuggled up for the evening. These are, and I was like a Saint-Tropez, sorry, that sun is really, here we are. I was like a Saint-Tropez Express Mousse girl for the longest time, but it's good to like branch out and try new things. So, is that the items that I spoke you through? Well, there's one more remaining that I recently purchased this week, and it's a restock. Guys, Victoria Beckham can do no wrong in my eyes. Now, yes, I am a die-hard super fan, like spice obsessed. Honestly, I was obsessed with spice. I still am, always will be. It's just part of my like DNA at this point. Probably one of the deepest loves I've ever had. And I continue to be obsessed with her. She is an icon, an absolute icon. And actually I've been buying more and more of her products and I'm like, oh yes, Victoria, oh yes. So this is her Portofino 97. I sat on the fence about purchasing this for a while because it's expensive. But I deserve it. And I'm worthy. And to my point right at the beginning of this segment, I know I deserve to spoil myself and treat myself. I also know that money is energy and I work my little socks off and I want to smell like a queen whilst I'm doing it. So this is for me, Gary actually got me a bottle for my Christmas and I think I blew through it by the end of March. Yeah, I wouldn't even know how to describe it, but I am going to read you Victoria's overview of this product. A new infatuation, a secret escape, the seductive scent of desire. Victoria Beckham evokes the entrapping fragrance of burgeoning romance through the memory of Portofino 97. A euphoric hit of Calabrian bergamot and black pepper, crisp white sheets suffused with incense and amber, patchouli and vetiver lingering on the skin of a significant other. Yeah, whatever you're selling, Victoria, I'm buying it. Guys, thank you so much for joining me for this little talk through of some of my top beauty brands. We have a big week ahead. We actually have 3 big weeks ahead. So we are trying to stay like low and quiet and get our rest and, you know, just keep it all on the DL for a little while until, so that when we approach these next couple of weeks, we have really good energy, we can focus on our clients, we can focus on our deliverables. I've got a couple of big speaking engagements coming up, which I'm so excited about. And of course, I'll be taking all of you guys along with us for the adventure. But for now, have a wonderful day, a phenomenal week ahead, and make sure you subscribe, please. It means the world to me, and it lets me know like who's all watching and all that good stuff. And I will see you all next week.